This is what happens if you leave one image on your computer display for too long. It burns into the phosphor coating on the screen, and you may have to look at that image forever. The solution is screensaver software. But screensavers have come a long way from a tool originally designed to prevent computer burn-in to a multi-million-dollar computer toy business. Today we'll take a look at screensavers, wallpaper, and more on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is brought to you in part by Intel, microprocessor technology for the software of today and tomorrow. Intel, the computer inside. Additional funding is provided by the Software Publishers Association, providers of educational materials to help manage software. Don't copy that floppy. And by Hewlett-Packard, Personal Computer Division.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee. With me today is Gina Smith, Editor-in-Chief of Electronic Entertainment Magazine.
Hey there.
I guess we're talking about electronic entertainment here. These are screensavers, animated wallpapers. Look at this, an entire rack of CD-ROMs, nothing but wallpapers and screensavers, right?
These are screensavers for the discriminating. These aren't little toasters. They're really beautiful 256 color photos.
Amazing.
Gorgeous
Now,
stuff.
let me show you one screensaver. This is a new generation of stuff. This is Pixel Play for the Macintosh. These are QuickTime video screensavers. No more just the toasters and Goofy rocking across your screen. Look and listen to this. You're going to get any work done, right?
We've come a long way from
You're going to look at your
toasters.
screensavers the whole time. What do you have over there, Gina?
This is animated wallpaper for Windows. It's called Crystal Walls. It's from Domain Virtual World. This one is called Koi. Wherever you click,
and the little fishes
koi
follow your mouth. That's real productive.
You can control the color of the fish and how many fish and how fast they swim.
What else is in this package?
Another one I really like here. There are 18 ones to choose from, but I keep coming back to the Shar-Peis.
And these are dogs?
These are Chinese dogs. Have you ever seen these before?
No.
They're real ugly. But they're also kind of cute. And they follow your cursor all around.
And they turn around
and
look.
Occasionally they bark. And they do things. And I'm sure while we're standing here, one of them may bark.
Gina, this is a lot of fun, but I mean, they're really not even screensavers anymore, right?
It's a bizarre phenomenon. There was one. $20 million market, and they don't even save your screen anymore. The only explanation is people just like to have fun.
Want to have fun on
your
computer.
It's a nice diversion.
Why not? All right, today we'll examine the fascination computer users have with putting funny pictures or pretty scenes on their computer screens. Now, some of the funniest pictures come from cartoons, and one of the most popular new screensavers features the comic strip characters Opus and Bill. We caught up with their creator, Berkeley Breathed, at the recent Comdex show.
I think in a year or two we're going to be doing stuff that looks just as good as what you see on your television screen, and it's going to be, I think, things that people are not used to seeing on their computer screen.
That's something that people aren't used to seeing on their computer screen is stuff that makes you laugh. Berkeley Breathed found the world of computers cold and devoid of humor. That's why he entered the software game with Delrina, publishers of the Opus and Bill screensaver.
People haven't laughed at a computer screen before. And you can get all the whiz-bang screensavers you want, but we're trying to elicit the toughest thing, which is the toughest thing to get out of a reader or a watcher, which is a giggle. Rival screensaver publisher Berkeley Systems didn't think it was too funny when Opus the Penguin shot down flying toasters in the original Opus and Bill program. A reissued version shows propeller-driven toasters, a concession to the apparent difference in First Amendment rights between software and a printed comic strip. I was expecting them to react. I didn't expect a lawsuit.
Opus and Bill's on-screen antics will carry on regardless. Plans are underway to supply new screensaver modules on a quarterly basis to those who join the Opus and Bill Hackers Club. Breathed says it's about time we indulged in what is unabashedly entertainment for our computers.
You're in the middle of a day, and there's Opus yanking his trousers up and down. It kind of breaks things up, and I think it's a new dynamic within the industry that hasn't been touched on yet, about entertaining people with laughter in the middle of their workday, and we think we've stumbled upon something.
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Jonelle Patterson.
The comics and the movies seem to dominate screensavers, from Mickey Mouse to Captain Kirk. Here to show us some of the most popular new screensaver characters are Will Chase of Berkeley Systems. We have Jonathan Schwartz from ImageSmith and also Jim Edmonds from Asymmetrics. All right, Will, let's start with you. And you guys at Berkeley Systems kind of tapped into a responsive vein here with all the screensaver stuff. But I see now you're calling it desktop art in this package, screen posters, sort of evolved into a sort of a new definition of what this stuff is, huh?
Exactly. This is still image screensaver from Berkeley Systems, as well as the ability to personalize your actual desktop.
So we're sort of accepting the fact we're not just saving screens, we're having fun on the computer.
Exactly.
Here. All right, show me what we can do with the Marvel comics. There's a great one.
That is a great image right there. Now, Marvel Screen Posters comes with over 35 different images from the world of Marvel Comics. Includes origin pages, historic covers, superheroes, villains, mutants, everything you've come to know and love from Marvel Comics. It
so it's sort of cycling on its own through some of the characters?
Exactly. You got Silver Surfer right here. It features Spider-Man, X-Men, Silver Surfer, as you see, the Incredible Hulk, the Thor, everybody.
Show me what the interface looks like and how I would pick which image I want to put on my screen.
Okay, we'll do.
Oh, there's a great one.
So there's a desktop poster we've got going on right now. Now you open up After Dark, and Marvel Comics is actually a module that runs under After Dark. So it ships with After Dark. So all you have to do is click on Screensaver to configure your screensaver options, and it'll bring up a graphical browser, and you can cruise through these various images. Just pick whichever ones you want to run for your screensaver. You can select all or none or whatever. And when you're done with that, you just click OK. Now, if you want to create a new screen poster for yourself, you know, personalize your desktop, you click on Screen Poster, and you run through the graphical browser again. You can pick any of these images. Let's pick out one down here at the bottom that I particularly like. Click on this, and you click Install. And now what this does is it will decompress the image. It's a JPEG compressed image. It'll automatically decompress it for you and put it up on your desktop. Now you can surround the poster with black in case it doesn't fill the entire screen. It'll tell you how much memory is going to be required to keep that image there.
What's the info button?
Well, the info button provides information about the image. It has trivia, historical information, trivia about Marvel.
So I don't only get
themselves.
the picture, I can find out about Spider-Man and
exactly.
all that
So you click on info, and it brings up all this really interesting information about
So we got that image up there now, full screen if we wanted it.
Yeah. So I'll click Done. And close After Dark, and you'll be able to see your image right there.
Okay, thanks a lot, Will.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look at what you guys have over here at ImageSmith, Jonathan, and I guess you licensed the Snoopy characters?
That's right, from Charles Schultz in Santa Rosa, a local Bay Area resident.
Okay, so show me what I can do with Snoopy on my computer.
Sure, we have 3 or 4 ways we can let you customize your system with the Snoopy characters. The first way is with icon stickers, so you can actually replace
I can replace my icons with these cute characters?
Your hard drive, or in this case a letter from Computer Chronicles. Another way is through wallpaper. We call this magic patterns, and we have both noisy and loud patterns, and that refers to the graphical noisiness. Let's try one from the quiet, and pick a good one.
Oh, they're nice.
One of my favorites is Charlie Brown's sweater.
Okay. That's a quiet one, I assume.
That's supposed to be a quiet one.
Okay.
And then what's a screensaver without the Berkeley Systems After Dark engine? We load that in, or include that in with a package. And one of the 8 modules that comes along with it is the dance module, where the characters will get up and dance through 4 different songs completely randomly. And this will be kicking in a second.
All right, so you don't know which character it's going to be.
No.
Okay.
And after hearing this for a couple of frames, you find someone is definitely whistling around the office.
All right, so you have 7 computers all doing this inside your office. That's all you need, huh?
Well, you can turn the sound off. And there's a volume control and a sound.
All right, what else can you show me?
Let's look at Literary Ace, another one of my favorites. It's a Snoopy character that actually gets up at night and gets out his typewriter and types.
We've read those strips.
The strips.
And we actually watch him doing it. Huh?
He's actually creating stories. They're completely random. They're from
so every time he types another story.
That's exactly right. Small screen, small stories. If you have a large screen, he'll type a large story. Each and every time, it's random, except at the very end, he types in the end. He takes his story out. He doesn't really like it. He crumbles it up, throws it away, and that's it for the night.
All right, this is great. So I mean, this is getting worse now. Nobody's going to get any work done, right? They're going to watch Snoopy dancing, watch him writing these stories.
Well, it does have some functional value. It's a screensaver.
It's a screensaver. All right, thanks a lot. Let's take a look at what Jim has over here with Asymmetrics. And I guess you guys jumped onto the Jurassic Park bandwagon and licensed dinosaurs for screensavers.
Right. We've brought entertainment from the big screen to the computer screen.
All right, show me how I use Jurassic Park screensavers.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the Jurassic Park configuration dialog, and from within this, I can configure my entire system for Jurassic Park: screensavers, wallpapers, system sounds, and password protection. We ship a variety of multimedia shows. They range from simple animations to full-fledged multimedia shows with sounds and graphics. I'll go ahead and preview one here that's something you might see if you were to take a tour of Jurassic Park.
Okay.
And these images are all from the movie. They incorporate sounds from the movie.
Okay, so this I remember this scene. Well, let's listen.
One of the earliest carnivores, we now know Dilophosaurus, is actually poisonous, spitting its venom at its prey.
Okay, so we're inside the little van here.
You may have saw that coming.
Yes, I figured that was coming. All right, what else can we take from Jurassic Park?
We have wallpaper, system sounds, password protection. Most password protection standard on most screensaver products, but we can play a little animation with ours as well.
You didn't say the magic word.
And when that gets really annoying, you can just go back to standard password protection.
Okay.
Dialogue clips and sound effects from the movie. You can configure them to system events like Windows Startup.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It's a great way to start your day.
Right.
And a variety of film scenes from the movie that you can set as your wallpaper background. And these are real stunning images.
Sure, remember those.
One of my favorite things about this program is an interface we developed based on feedback we got from our kids. I have 2 daughters, and they will play this.
Literally from your kids.
That's right.
Okay.
They'll play this program forever. They'll just play the shows over and over again. So we
you just
developed
click on one of those buttons to call up a scene?
Right. It's a graphical user interface with big buttons.
Map of the park.
It's kind of a game board. And again, we have these shows that they really tell a story, and the kids just seem to love them.
Huh. I mean, it's a sort of a game, right? You're talking about the kids playing with this stuff. This
It's
is no longer
really
a
moving beyond
screensaver.
screensavers. That's
this
right.
is just stuff to play with on your. Oh, that's a lovely one.
That's right.
And you got the music actually from the movie.
That's
too.
right. We've licensed and included the music from the movie.
It's hard to tell what's a TV, what's a movie, what's a computer anymore, huh?
right.
Jim, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, another way that familiar pictures get onto your computer screen is through clip art collections. Clip art packages are growing just about as fast as screensavers. We visited one graphics house that relies heavily on the new clip art collections.
The graphic designers at Rucker-Huggins pride themselves on the uniqueness of their digital art. Most of their illustrations are original work. However, they have found a way to incorporate clip art into the design process. Hal Rucker says it's a real time saver during the initial creative meeting with a client.
We don't want to spend a lot of time making each one beautiful. We just want to get it out in front of them. Clip art can be valuable because if we have an idea that uses a telephone somewhere, we can just throw in a clip art telephone instead of spending time drawing our own. And then if the client really likes the idea and he says, yeah, let's go with this, then we'll go back to the drawing board or the computer and draw our own telephone in a style that's appropriate for our total design.
A clip art outline of the state of California is the starting point for this design, which is then enhanced and embellished using a program called Add Depth. This is a selection from Teamaker's new collection called ClickArt, which Rucker-Huggins will use as part of the design for the product box. They begin with the basic shape, then embellish it using Adobe Illustrator and Painter.
We were able to do some really fun tricks that are unique to Painter, which is we could add a texture to the background so it looks like it's on a cracked stone surface. And then we could add a lighting effect to that, so it looked like there was a beam of light going across that cast a shadow. And it was a very easy way to create a fairly dramatic design, and that all started with ClickArt. And that illustration was going to be used on the ClickArt package.
For the Computer Chronicles, I'm Jonelle Patterson.
Whether it's clip art, screensavers, or wallpaper, computer screens are certainly more interesting to look at these days. Here to show us some other ways to put pretty pictures on our screens are David Chang from Spinnaker. Also with us, Nana Kuo from Microsoft. And over there, we have Martine Edwards from Access Softtech. All right, David, let's begin with you. And we've been looking at pictures that people are using kind of for fun, you know, with screensavers and wallpaper and that kind of stuff. Some people want to put pictures in the computer and actually use them inside newsletters or documents and so on. That's what you have, right?
Right. What we have here is PFS Power Out. It includes 1,000 pieces of clip art in Windows Meta file format, and you can also add your own clip art, scans, drawings, and more.
All right, let's take a look at what's in your library. It says 1,000 pictures, and how is this organized?
Right. Well, we tried to maintain a photo album metaphor here. So we have pages that you can turn to view more images.
Just looking at the thumbnails of the pictures you have, and there's tabs on the right of the categories. Huh?
Right.
So I could click on, say, high-tech, for example, and see your images. Okay.
Right.
What else? Just show me a couple of these categories here, because they're kind of nice.
Objects.
Mm-hmm.
people.
All right, now one of the problems in a clip art collection is finding the one you want. You don't know exactly what's in here. Now I think you can do like keyword searches for these pictures, can't you?
That's right. Each of the images included with Power Album have been described with keywords. So to find a bunch of similar images, I can go to the find function.
All right, so suppose, I'm looking for, I'm doing a newsletter on our meeting, and I want a graphic that says meeting. Now, can I just say, give it the word meet or meeting?
Right. Let's type in meet.
Okay.
And go to find all. And what Power Album will do is go through the entire album and find all those images that have the word meet.
And so it's created a meet section for me, or meeting section for me now.
Create a category called found.
Right, the ones that found.
So that you can compare all the different images together and find the one that really suits your application.
Okay, so pick one that I'd put in my newsletter, say that guy over there.
Try that one. Now to get a graphic from Power Album into your application, simple matter of going to copy the image into the Windows clipboard.
Okay, so really copy and paste as we would in any other Windows application?
Right. Going to another application and then...
So we're in WindowWorks right now.
Right. Go and click and paste. And there you have it.
Okay, and it's called Power Album from PFS.
Right.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, let's take a look at now Microsoft Scenes, Nana. And I guess these are the three packages over here. And just tell me briefly what's inside these.
Okay, we have the Sierra Club collection, which is basically the photographs from the Sierra Club calendars that we're all very familiar with. We have the Impressionist collection, Impressionist, Post-Impressionist paintings.
Right.
Outer space photographs from NASA and observatories around the world.
And how many are in each of the collections?
There are 48 photographic images in each collection, in each box.
All right, so show me what these look like on the computer screen. What are we looking at right now?
Well, actually, right now we're looking at one of the pictures from the outer space collection. Just went into the Sierra Club collection. And it's in random play.
So right now it's just automatically cycling through some of these pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Another from the Sierra Club.
More Sierra Club stuff. Let's just take a look at these because they're so pretty.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can use these as screensavers or wallpaper, right?
Yes, both.
All right, show me the interface and show me how I would pick these pictures and put them inside my application. Oh, there's a gorgeous Impressionist one.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, all right. As a screensaver, you can choose which picture sets you're going to cycle through, or all the above.
They're the three sets you were showing me.
The different transitions, how the pictures are going to change
Cuts,
between each
dissolves,
other.
wipes, etc. So I can do that.
When the screensaver should come on, like after you haven't been typing for 5 minutes or more. And in this case, how quickly you want the pictures to change. Now, I've got it set so it's going as fast as it can.
Okay.
But really, most people will set it for 5, 10, 15 minutes because the whole idea is to take a little breather.
Stop work, take a deep breath, look at pretty
calm
pictures.
down for a moment.
Okay.
Right.
All right, let's stop coming now. Let's go.
Okay. So then we have quick starts to cover up the important information and the password to keep it covered up.
Now, one of the things that's neat about Microsoft Scenes is you can take your own photos, your own family snapshots, and get them converted into this file format, right?
Exactly.
Okay, now we sent you a bunch of pictures, and tell me how that works.
Well, basically, in each box, there is a little photo mailer that allows you to slip in your 3x5 or 4x6 prints, and you send it to a company called Graphics. Graphics is one of the world's largest slide or image processing companies around.
Is this free, or do you have to pay for this?
The first 3 are absolutely free. So that's a great deal.
Okay.
But they send you back this little folder that has a little diskette in it plus your pictures.
Okay, so get your pictures in the disk. You put the floppy disk in the machine.
Put it in there.
All right, so we sent you a bunch of photos from the Israel show we did a couple of months ago. And
we go into Scenes Wizards and says, okay, what do you want to do? You want to add a picture set? Fine, let's go there. Now you have to tell it where it is. Okay, it's on my C drive because I happen to have preloaded this.
Okay.
So it asked me, well, where did you put that? Well, I put it into my...
C-Cron,
called it. Okay, so it says, great, okay, it's installed. Now you want to see what's in there? Let's go into this preview section, Computer Chronicles.
Oh, and there are the 6 pictures we sent you.
I think this one looks pretty good.
Okay.
Let's decompress it. Now, it is decompressing because we are 48 pictures in just 3 megabytes of hard disk space. So let's take a look at that so you can actually see it.
Okay, and there we were standing on the Mediterranean Sea in Tel Aviv.
Right, exactly.
Doing what we call a stand-up there. And I could then take this and turn it into a screensaver or wallpaper or whatever.
Now, let's say, in fact, let's do this. Let's do it, let it go into its screensaver mode. I'm doing a quick start.
Okay.
As you see, it's going through, it's cycling again to decompress it, and it's bringing up it looks like a Monet, water lilies, in fact. Now, one of the first things that happens when you see this, at least when I've shown this to people, is they want to know what it is that they're looking at.
Right.
So we give people, well, let's let it go through the next one. It seemed to really like that one. So let's go through one more time, bring up another picture.
So one of from your 3 collections here now.
Right. Okay, outer space, okay. Oh, that went too quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
So we'll start it again.
Okay, so you made it go too quickly there now.
Yes. See,
All right, so here's a pretty one. Okay, so we're coming with a picture, and I want information about this. This is a Gauguin, I guess.
Oh, you know what it is? I didn't set it to change with the screensaver.
Okay.
So you set it to go with the screensaver. It decompresses, brings up an outer space shot.
Right. So now we can find out information about that picture.
You can first of all show its what it is, and then even beyond that.
So they're all captioned.
You can actually bring some information.
So I mean, this is more than screensaver wallpaper.
Yes.
I mean, you could be studying impressionist art or studying space pictures or whatever.
And it's all in bite-sized chunks, so you're not overwhelmed by it.
That's really nice. Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to turn now to full motion video screensavers, I guess, Martine?
Yes, Stuart.
And tell me about, this is called Matinee, and tell me what this is.
Well, it's a full motion video screensaver, playing the video at 30 frames a second. So here we have the diskette version with 38 video clips.
Okay, so there's a diskette version and a CD-ROM version?
Correct,
and 38 on the diskette version, how many on the CD-ROM version?
250.
Okay, and show me how I would decide which ones to put. What is this? This is the editing room part of it, huh?
Correct, yes. And up here we have the movie library, where we can preview clips.
So you just click on one of those clips and we see, okay, that's a cute one. Let's look at a couple of these.
And then here we have our storyboard, and we just drag the clips down to our storyboard that we want.
So can we preview some? Yeah, that's the lips clips, and what else do we have? Okay, little cartoons.
Of course.
All right.
People love the cartoons.
Yeah. What else?
Just drag here.
Okay, show me another one.
Everyone recognizes the
flying toast, if not flying toasters. All right, so I paste my whole movie together, and then what do I do now?
Well, we can change the different playback options.
Okay.
There's password protection, of course, so you can leave your desk without the fear of someone seeing
your work.
Exactly, or even if you're doing your resume at work and you don't want anyone to see. We also have different backdrops to choose from. There's the television, which is my favorite.
Or movie theater, newspaper, etc.
Right. You can also make your own, and the movie will play against that. Other playback options: random play, overlapping screens. So then we can either wait for our screensaver to come up,
so we created our little movie, and now we can get to watch it here.
Exactly.
So this is the TV. Ooh, that's a horrible thing we added at the end. So this is the TV screen version, but then it'll automatically go into screensaver mode?
Right, otherwise it wouldn't really be a screensaver.
Which it's doing right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of fun, real motion video. Now, do I need a really complicated PC to support this?
No, actually, this is my home computer when I have it home. You do need a 38620, Windows 3.1, and a 256 color display.
Martine, if I have my own videos, can I add them into your Matinee screensaver?
Absolutely. If you have any AVI clips, which is the video for Windows Standard, you can copy them right into your Matinee directory, and they'll play as the other Matinee clips.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
That's our look at screensavers, etc. Stay tuned now for this week's computer news on Random Access.
In the Random Access file this week, companies specializing in disaster recovery for computer systems have been busier than ever this past week because of the Los Angeles earthquake and because of power outages in the Northeast due to the extreme cold. One such company, SunGuard Systems, has activated a special crisis management team for clients in Southern California. They provide critical backup computer facilities for recovering data, mobile data centers, and temporary office facilities for use during a crisis. The Demo 94 conference held this past week in Palm Springs featured more than 50 of the most innovative new products and technologies the PC industry has to offer. Products for Windows, the Mac, DOS, OS/2, Unix, and the PowerPC were featured. One new software program that premiered at Demo 94 is called People Scheduler from Adaptive Technologies. People Scheduler features point-and-click automation of time management functions, such as the scheduling of part-time and split-shift workers. Hewlett-Packard has announced 2 low-cost Unix-based desktop workstations that run on the new PA7100LC processor. The HP Series 9000 workstations will sell for under $4,000. HP has also announced a new line of servers and new enterprise computing services. General Magic has introduced a new software environment called MagicCap, designed as a foundation for personal communicators. Matsushita, Motorola, Philips, and Sony have licensed the MagicCap technology and will build handheld MagicCap communicators which will be compatible with desktop PCs. And Symbol Technologies has introduced a new handheld PDA designed especially for people who check inventories on store and warehouse shelves. The PPT 4100 features pen input with an integrated barcode scanner and radio frequency wireless LAN technology. And a newsletter called Out of the Blue will begin circulating this month. Its target audience is the 150,000 workers who've been laid off by IBM, as well as current IBM employees concerned about the future of Big Blue and the computer industry. Regular features will include tips on how to start your own business, how to look for another corporate job, and analysis of IBM and computer industry stocks. That's it for this week's Computer Chronicles. I'm Janelle Stelson.